Right now, this weekend's violence is prompting Norfolk City leaders to once again re-examine their plan to fight crime in our city.
Mayor Kenny Alexander says the violence has to come to an end as this weekend's violence is once again putting Norfolk in the national spotlight. News 2 reporter Brendan Ponton is live at City Hall. Brendan, what is the city manager doing to try and address that violence?
The city manager says he's going to continue to meet with people to try and come up with some additional things the city can do to try and address gun violence, as all of this violence putting pressure on city leaders to find some solutions.
In the span of about 4 hours Saturday night, 9 people were shot in Norfolk and 3 of them died.
The violence must end now.
City leaders are trying to find ways to stem the violence. While the department has more than 200 police officer vacancies, they've shifted strategies to put officers who may normally be assigned elsewhere onto patrol. Mayor Kenny Alexander says they've also worked to try and get conflict de-escalation skills taught and used crime-fighting technology, but the crime persists.
As children return to school, we must ensure that their communities and lives are free from chaos.
And now City Manager Chip Filer says it's once again time to re-examine the city's plan.
We've tried a number of initiatives, we've tried a number of efforts, all of which seem to not be getting us where we want to be.
He says he'll be meeting with advisors to try and talk about what else can be done.
The purpose of that meeting will be to try and identify some additional initiatives that we can take to try and stem the violence that we are seeing in our communities.
And Mayor Alexander says part of the solution involves the prosecution of violent criminals.
Norfolk residents deserve a prosecutory philosophy and practice that keep offenders off the streets. Maintaining a safe city is our #1 priority.
When asked if he did not think that was happening in Norfolk, he didn't answer specifically.
We want persons who commit crimes in the city of Norfolk arrested and prosecuted and put away.
Norfolk Commonwealth's attorney Ramin Fatahi told me over the phone he did not interpret the mayor's comments as being critical of him and says he works to ensure violent criminals get long, proportionate sentences. He says the prosecution of these criminals requires the aid of the entire community, from witnesses coming forward to police to detectives having enough evidence. He was out at the Killam Avenue crime scene Sunday afternoon.
As far as these incidents, I will hold everybody accountable.
And so far, police have not released potential suspect info in any of the 3 cases. We'll, of course, keep you updated on their investigations. Live tonight in Norfolk, Brendan Ponton, News 3.